Hi guys, I hope you're all okay and you had a good June. I just got back this kind of weekend from Europe. I always say Europe and then people are like, well, you live in Europe already. But yeah, I've been to kind of Central and Eastern Europe on a Contiki trip. I had a really good time, so I would definitely say that my first favourite of this month is Contiki and like my Contiki trip because I really enjoyed it. I went to Budapest, Vienna and Prague. Just had a really great time. I met a lot of different people from other countries, some other YouTubers, some people that were bloggers, some travel writers, people from magazines. Got to see a lot of different places. I've got my travel videos that will be going up on my other channel, so I'll link it below and I'm really enjoying editing them actually. I'm going to go on to my favourite products for this month. Start off with skincare. That always seems like a good place to start. First thing is this number 7 Beautiful Skin Cleansing Balm. This is for dry to very dry skin, and I showed this in one of my previous videos, like either the last video or the one before. I picked this up on a whim because I had one of those £5 off vouchers, so this made this about £4 instead of £9. It's more like a milky lotiony type balm rather than an oily one, so it doesn't leave a film on your skin or anything like that, which, I mean, it depends. I do like ones that do that as well because I do have dry skin, and if I'm using it at night it's like an extra layer of moisturiser type thing, but in the daytime if you're wearing foundation you don't want it to be sliding around. It's not a good look. So this is kind of a nice texture as well. I wasn't that impressed with it. I was like, oh yeah, it's a nice cleanser. Then I realised that my skin had been really quite clear and soft and stuff, and I've been using this, so I guess it is working for my skin. I really like it. Next skincare thing is something, I've lost the lid. This usually comes with like a grey lid. Actually the packaging is completely different now, so ignore me. But this is the Liquid Gold by Alpha H, and it's got glycolic acid in it, and basically what this does is it exfoliates your skin. I've noticed that this has helped a lot with hyperpigmentation. I suffer with hyperpigmentation kind of here, and I've noticed that it has helped it like even that out a little bit, but I mostly just like the way that it makes my skin look. If you put it on at night, the next morning you wake up and your skin's just, I don't know how to explain it, it's just glowing. It's just got a bit of a radiance to it, and people have commented, they've been like, oh your skin looks nice today, and I'm like, thanks, it's my Liquid Gold. Not the cheapest thing in the world, but this bottle has lasted me for quite a while. I've been using this for months now, and I didn't want to mention it in a video until I'd used it for a while because I feel a little bit iffy with skincare items when I just kind of throw them in a video straight away. But I've not used a lot of this. You will use it like kind of every other night or maybe twice a week. You can't use it all the time because it would just be too much for your skin, and it does tingle a little bit when you put it on, but that's completely normal. One thing with this is you got to make sure that you use an SPF the day after, because this will leave your skin more susceptible to sun damage because you're kind of taking away that dead skin cell layer. So just make sure if you do use this, or you bought it on someone's recommendation, or you're interested in getting it, that you do have a good SPF, because that's really important to use after this. The last skincare item is this Yon-Ka cream, and I got this in my Joliebox. Usually when I'm putting something that's really fragrant on my skin, I'm kind of like, I don't know, I don't react to things, but I just feel a little bit odd putting something that smells like really strong on my skin. But I've not had any problems with this, and I really like the way it sinks in really quickly, but it's still very moisturising. Yeah, definitely recommend this, and I've tried 2 of their products now from this brand, Yon-Ka, both in Jolieboxes, and I've been a big fan. So if you've got any more recommendations from this brand, I was kind of looking online, but I'd love to hear your recommendations. If you've got anything that you've tried from them that you think I would like, I would really appreciate that if you'd let me know, because it's a new brand, newish brand to me. Okay, moving on to makeup, and I have 2 new foundations this month. One foundation will be enough, one new favourite foundation will be enough, but I have 2 favourite foundations. I don't know, having 2 favourite foundations makes me feel like a bit of a baller, so I'm going to talk about both of them. The first one is by NewCID. It's the Eye Perfection Colour Adjust Foundation. It comes in this kind of space age packaging, and it's actually quite handy because you can see how much you've got in the side. You can see as the pump moves up, and it is a pump action, which I really like in a foundation. It lasts a lot longer and it's much easier to control. I use the shade Vanilla. I really don't know how to describe this foundation apart from that it looks great. I'd had a lot of late nights on that Contiki trip, and I'm not saying that I was looking great the next day, because I don't think I was particularly looking my best the whole trip due to the excessive drinking, but it made my skin look like skin again, which was no mean feat after I've been, you know, out and had maybe 2 hours sleep every night. They do a concealer, which I've also been trying, and I do like that as well, but the foundation is a real treat. It's so nice. It goes on your skin really smoothly. I'd say it was medium coverage because it doesn't cover everything. It doesn't make you look cakey, and it doesn't give your skin that dead look that full coverage foundations can. So it is medium coverage, but it covers very well. It just makes your skin look great. If you've got a new CID counter, they have them in Debenhams, so if you have a Debenhams near you with a new CID counter, really recommend you go and try this, because it's not a brand that I would ever have tried a foundation from before. So I'm really glad I tried this, because I like their colour products, but I usually go to places like Chanel or Estee Lauder for my foundations, so I was really impressed with this. I feel like there hasn't been a foundation recently. I've loved the Chanel Vue de Lumiere Aqua, and I love the Estee Lauder Invisible Fluid foundation, is that what it's called? I love that as well, but for some reason they've not been looking great on my skin recently. You know, your skin goes through these phases, and I was looking for something new, and this is definitely it. Another foundation that I love, I've actually got this in 2 shades. It is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I have the shades 4.5 and 5.5, and I'm somewhere in between the 2 of these, so I'm mixing them at the moment. But this will likely be winter and summer, and right now I don't know what we've got in the UK. I'm looking outside the window and it's raining so heavily. It just doesn't, it's the first day in July and it doesn't feel like that. I actually used this on Caroline's wedding day. If you've seen my friend Caroline's channel, I'll link her below. She did a video with me and she's been in my vlogs and stuff. I'm sure you guys are familiar with her, but I did her makeup on her wedding day, and we actually used the Luminous Silk foundation on her, and I was sold. As soon as I used it on her, I was like in awe. It looked so good. It looked good all throughout the day. We did top up a little bit because, you know, it's one of those days where you're crying and all that kind of stuff, but it lasted quite well. It looked fresh on her skin. It didn't look too done. It had a really nice texture, and I loved how radiant it made her skin look without using too much product. So I was really impressed with it, and I've been similarly impressed with it on my skin as well. So that is a new favourite as well. I would say the new CID gives you a little bit more coverage, but this is also really nice. Concealer wise, this has been my best friend for quite a while now, but it's definitely been my best friend on this trip because like I say, I hadn't been getting much sleep, and it covers a multitude of sins, and it's the Benefit Erase Paste, but unfortunately I've come to the end of this. Number 2, I don't get the lightest shade. I just feel like this counteracts like any greyness better than the lighter shade does, because I've tried that as well. And I love it, and I'm going to be buying another one. But I just want to throw this out there. If you guys have any recommendations for under eye concealers that you think that I would like, that are comparable to this, let me know. Vlogger in me wants to try something different, but I know that nothing really covers my under eye circles like this does. I know that, and lasts as long as this does. I think that's the main thing, because it's not cheap, but it lasts so long. I went through the Bobbi Brown creamy concealer. I used to use that under my eyes and I loved that, but I went through it so quickly I just couldn't justify spending that amount of money all the time, whereas this one I feel like it lasts me a long time. I've also been loving this powder, and I reviewed this quite a while ago now actually on my blog, so I'll link the review below. And I feel like I don't know, I love this powder, but I have a love-hate relationship with it because it's so expensive. And it is the Burberry Natural Highlighting Compact in Sheer Summer Glow. This is what it looks like. There are better photos on my blog before it had all got kind of abused by my brush. But it comes in 4 shades. It's got a dark tan, a lighter tan, more of a highlight colour, and a pinky kind of colour. Oh, it smells so good. I'm using this as a bronzer at the moment, and I love it like that. You can actually use these individually, and you can use them as eyeshadows and stuff. So it is pricey. I love the compact, I love how it feels, and this has been like my handbag compact for the last couple of months. And this is the only bronzer that I took away with me, and I really liked it. I guess it depends on how often you'll use it and what you'll use it for. I think if you're using it as an eyeshadow compact, it's definitely worth the money, because you're gonna, you know, if that was your everyday eyeshadow compact and you get quite a lot of product in there, then that's fine. As a bronzer, it is wearing down quite quickly and it is expensive, but as a product I absolutely love it. It's really nice. Eye wise, the MUA Professional Eye Primer has been something that I am so impressed with. This has replaced my Urban Decay Primer Potion, and I don't say that lightly because I've been buying that for years and years, and it's the primer that I always use and turn to. But this is amazing. It's either £2 or £2.50. Either way, it's really, really cheap, and you can get this in Superdrug. It's very similar to the Urban Decay Primer Potion in its application, its appearance, how it feels, and it's kept my eyeshadow on perfectly, day, night, you know, rain or shine, it's worked, and I just love it. I really love it, and I'll definitely be buying this over the Urban Decay. So if you're on the lookout for a new primer, or you want to save a little bit of money the next time you kind of run out of your Urban Decay, then the MUA is definitely something that I would recommend. I have also been using the Bourjois Volume Clubbing Mascara. Now, I've thrown mine away because I've just used one up. I like kind of thick eyelashes, and a lot of people have complained that that's too clumpy for them, but personally I really like it. And anyway, that's the mascara that I was using. This is a new one which I've actually got on now and I've been using the last couple of days, and it's called Bourjois Volume Clubbing Blackjack, and it's like this kind of casino gold packaging. Now, I didn't think about this. I got it in the post and I was like, oh cool, they've got a new volume clubbing mascara, I really like that. Started using it, and then I realised it had tiny flecks of gold, I don't want to say glitter, microparticles of gold colour in it, and you can only really see it on the wand, you can't really see it on the actual brush applicator. Now, I don't know if it's me, but I didn't actually notice it until I saw it on the wand, so maybe that's a bad thing about the product, that I didn't actually notice its like kind of selling point. But I've been using this every day and nobody's said to me, yo, disco ball lashes, what's going on, you know? It doesn't look nighttime, it looks kind of daytime appropriate as well. So either one, whichever one you want to go for, I would recommend the Volume Clubbing Mascara, either the regular one or the Blackjack version. But yeah, they are quite, they're not waterproof, I don't think they're advertised as being waterproof, but they're sweat proof kind of thing. So I find that they don't transfer on my lower lash line, and they can be a little bit of a pain to get off, but I prefer my mascaras to be more on the, you know, resistant side. The last thing is a lipstick, and it's an RMK lipstick in Peach. It's number 1. It's just the nicest peach lipstick and I love the packaging. RMK is a brand that I've never been disappointed with actually. Really like their primer, but I've never really tried a colour lip product from them. I've got like a nude lip crayon from them that I love, but I've never tried a colour one from them, and I'm really impressed with it. I love the packaging, and the application is really nice, and the colour is just the perfect colour that I've never actually managed to find anywhere else, a colour quite like this. So that's everything for this month. Like I said, I'll be putting my travel videos on my other channel, so I'll leave that link below if you want to go and check those out. Thank you for watching, and I will speak to you guys very soon. Bye!